Okay, good morning, children. So, we have completed all the steps to know why we are converting a direct speech to indirect speech, and also we have seen assertive sentences also. Okay, assertive sentences while converting from direct to indirect speech, how the changes will happen. And if the reporting verb is simple present, simple future, or present perfect, there won't be any change in the tense given in the word. Even if the reporting verb is past also, if the sentence is a universal truth proverb or a habitual action also, there won't be any change. But if the reporting verb is past or the usual, if normal sentences, the usual changes will happen. Okay, all the present tenses will change to its respective past verbs, and that also we have seen. And modal auxiliaries also will change. Okay, and one more example, she said it may rain tonight. Okay, how will you change that? She said that it might rain that night. Tonight will change to that night. Okay, one more. This modal auxiliary example. It may rain tonight. Okay, so answer will be, she said that it may will change to might. Okay, it might rain and tonight will change to that night. Understood? Okay, so this is how the modal auxiliaries will change. And today we will see mainly the next kind of sentence. As that is almost, I think, clear to all of you. Now we see interrogative sentences. Okay, how an interrogative sentence, in direct speech, if the sentence is given in direct speech, interrogative sentence, how we will convert that to indirect speech. Okay, so interrogative sentence, we know that what is meant by an interrogative sentence? A sentence which asks a question. And there are two types of interrogative sentences. And I think all of you remember which are those two types. One is WH questions and the second one is yes or no questions. Okay. So WH question and yes or no questions, two types are there. And WH question, we know that. So in the first assertive, I have told that for assertive and exclamatory, I have told the conjunction, the usual or the commonly used conjunction is that only. Okay, so that which we will use in assertive and exclamatory sentence. But in interrogative sentence, we won't ever use that as a conjunction to combine the reporting clause and the quote. Understood? Okay, so that should not be used in interrogative or in imperative sentences. So middle two kinds of sentences, we won't use the conjunction that. Okay, instead we'll use the conjunction in interrogative. Two types of sentences, as I've told you, is there. First is yes or no question. Okay, so yes or no question, if we are using, if the sentence is a yes or no question always begins with a helping verb. Are you sleeping? Have you done your homework? Okay, is everybody fine? So any of these, okay, do you play cricket? So any of these helping verbs will be used to frame the question. Okay, so sentence itself begins with the, or the question itself begins with a helping verb. Okay, or the auxiliary. So such sentences are called, interrogative sentences are called yes or no questions. Okay, and yes or no question, if it is given, the conjunction will be if or whether. Okay, yes or no questions. Remember, yes or no questions always begin with auxiliary. Okay, for example, is, am, are, was, were, have, has, had, do, does, did. Okay, any of these auxiliaries, or else, yeah, this also will, shall. Okay, so any of these auxiliaries will be there at the beginning of the sentence if the question is a yes or no question. Okay, will you come tomorrow? Okay, shall I take your pen? So this is how the question will be framed if it is a yes or no question. So if any of these words are used in the beginning of the sentence to frame a yes or no question, then the conjunction will be, we are free to choose one of these. Okay, either if or whether, both are correct. Okay, so any of these you can use. But if it is an yes, WH question, the same WH word is conjunction. Understood? Okay, the same WH word will be the conjunction. Say, he said, and don't think that he asked. In such a way, the reporting verb won't be ever given. Okay, so normally we know that it is asking a question, but in the direct speech, it will be said, it will be given as he said only. So that said, that reporting verb you have to convert to an interrogative form. Interrogative form in the sense, as it is asking the question, you have to convert that to he asked. Understood? Okay, so in assertive sentences, he said or he told is correct. But in this, he asked only will come. Asked or inquired or interrogated, any of these question words will be there. Okay, which we use to ask a question. Okay, so he asked, not said. Question, it will be given as said only, but in the answer, when you are converting to indirect speech, you have to use asked. Okay, so if it is a WH question, the same WH word will be used as a conjunction. And yes or no question, we will use if or whether. Okay, examples we will do, then things will be clear to you. Okay, for this example, and another thing, if said to is given, okay, said to, he said to me, said to is given, then when you convert this to indirect speech, don't use the same said to. Said to will be converted to told. Okay, if indirect object is there, normally she said, he said, Anu said, Ram said, only will be there. And here you can see, this is the subject, this is the verb, reporting verb, and this one is called the said to whom? Me. Indirect object is there. So if indirect object is there, you can use said to, but when you convert that to indirect speech, you have to use, convert the said to told. Okay, and don't use he told to me, he told me. Okay, okay, he said to will be, and here we know that this is not told as it is a question. Okay, if it is an assertive sentence, told only will come, but as here we are going to ask an interrogative sentence, it will be converted to, said to will be converted to asked only. Okay, so he said to me, have you seen this man? Have you seen this man? Yeah, many things to change here. Okay, so he said to me, have you seen this man? So how will you convert this? You know that have. What kind of a sentence is this? Of course, interrogative sentence. Question mark is there, and but this is not WH question, but it's a yes or no question. I've told you any of these auxiliaries will be there to frame the question. Okay, so this is an yes or no question. So which one will use? If or whether should be used as a conjunction to combine the reporting clause and the quote. Okay, and another thing, if said to is given, you should not use as such in the answer in indirect speech. Instead, said to will be converted to the mode of the question that is asked. And here we know that this is an interrogative sentence, that is why he asked. Okay, if it is an assertive sentence, he told. Okay, and told or asked won't be followed by the preposition to. Only said will be followed by the preposition to. That also you have to remember. Said to and told or asked. Okay, conversion. He asked me, and which is a conjunction. If, okay, whether also you can use. He asked me if, and another thing. In interrogative sentence, we know that the pattern of the sentence is not SVO. It will be VSO. We S-O. Is it not? Okay, so first comes the auxiliary, then only the subject will come. And that should be converted to a statement. As I've told you in the beginning, in the first class, I've told you all kinds of sentences will be other than assertive. All the sentences are not the same in the pattern, SVO pattern. Okay, so all those kinds of sentences will be converted to a statement, that means SVO pattern. So here also you cannot use, he asked me if have. Okay, instead the subject should come first. Okay, if you, second person will change to first person. I've told you second to first or remains second itself. Okay, whether I have seen, present perfect will change to past perfect. Whether I had seen this man will change to that man. Full stop. Don't put question mark. Interrogative sentence, we have converted that interrogative to a statement. Understood? See, as SVO pattern means it's a statement only, not an interrogative anymore. Okay. So he asked me if I had seen that man. He said to me, have you seen this man? Okay. He asked me, said to will be converted to ask. He asked me if. Why? If. Because this is an yes or no question. If or whether can be used. Okay. He asked me if I had. Subject comes first, then only the verb. SVO pattern, statement. Okay. Conversion to statement. If I had seen that man, this will change to that. Hope this is clear. Okay. He said to me, have you seen this man? He's asked me if I had seen that, had seen, have seen, had seen. Okay, that man. Okay, one more example. Did you eat spicy food? Jenny said. Okay. Jenny said, do you eat spicy food? Okay, and as I have told you before, it won't be given asked, but you have to convert. If it is a question, you know that said is not the right reporting verb here. Okay, so that reporting verb you have to convert according to the kind of sentence given in the code. Okay, as it is an interrogative one, you have to convert the said to asked. Okay, so how will you convert this to indirect? Jenny asked, do, beginning with the auxiliary. Okay, so that means it is an yes or no question. So we can use if or whether. So we use whether here. No problem. If you want, you can use if also. Okay. So Jenny asked whether. Do you? Will you use do first? No. Okay. Whether you. This will be converted by the I do eat. Do eat means it is simple present tense. Whether simple present tense to past. Okay. So what will be the answer? Whether I ate spicy food. So you may be confused here, right? So do eat, we know that this is simple present tense. And simple present tense, how will you understand? If it is action verb, do form, how will you understand the tense of the verb? By looking at the helping verb. Okay, do means some present plural. Okay, and this one, when you convert this present tense eat is past tense ate. Okay, so that is a, don't write I did eat, that is wrong. Okay, simply convert that to simple past tense, that is enough. Okay, so Jenny said, do you eat spicy food? Jenny asked whether I ate spicy food, and full stop. Okay, and if you want one more, I'll give you. Yes, one more simple one for you to understand. Yeah, may I wear the saree? Meena said, okay, said to mother, may I wear this saree. Okay, Meena said to mother, may I wear this saree? This may save model auxiliary. Okay, model auxiliary or yes or no question. So how will you convert this? Meena said to will be converted to asked mother. Said to her mother if you want. Okay, and asked her mother. Asked her mother if may I, Meena asked. So she, okay, she might, may to might. Okay, model auxiliary may will change to might. She might wear that. This will change to that saree. Full stop. Okay, so Meena said to her mother, may I wear this saree? Meena asked her mother if she might wear that saree. Okay, so this is what happens when we convert an interrogative sentence and that to an yes or no question. Understood? Okay, now we will move on to the WH questions. So I think yes or no questions, it is clear with these three examples. Okay, so now we will move to WH questions. And WH questions, what will happen as I have told you, and here the conjunction will be if or whether, but in WH question the same WH word or how. Okay, WH or how, which is a question word that we are using, and that same question word will be the conjunction. Okay, so don't worry about that. That will be easy for you to identify. Okay, so shall I write this also? So yes or no questions, all these auxiliaries will be used to begin the question, and then you can use the conjunction if or whether for that. Yeah. Okay, WH question, the same WH word will be the conjunction. And okay, next one, WH questions. Why did you spoil it? Meena said. Okay, Meena said to me. Meena said to me, why did I spoil it? Okay, so here said to is there, and the WH question, that means this set. Okay, where this same itself will be the conjunction. Okay, so answer will be Meena said to will be changed to Meena asked me why. After the conjunction, the pattern will be in the statement form. Okay, not in the question form, it will be converted to a statement. Meena said to me, why? Yeah, me only. Okay, so personal pronoun me means first person. Why I had did spoil. Simple past to past perfect. Okay, did spoiled it. Why I had spoiled it. Okay, Meena said to me. Meena asked me why I had spoiled. Spoiled. Okay, everything. Okay, Meena asked me why I had spoiled it. Have you understood why I had spoiled? Did spoil means simple past tense to past perfect. Okay, another question. Same WH1. What is your name? Okay. Sanjana said. This sounds odd, I know that. When we say Sanjana said to me, why did I spoil it? Said to will be only given in the question, but it is your duty to convert that to asked. Okay. So Sanjana said, what is your name? So will be Sanjana asked, conjunction what, not is your name, to you only. Okay, so second person will change to first person. What my name was, and full stop. Okay, subject and verb, SVO pattern. Okay, so don't forget, interrogative sentences always try to convert the pattern from VSO to SVO. Okay, so Sanjana said, what is your name? Sanjana asked what my name was. Okay, and next another question. Interrogative sentence. Actually, interrogative sentences are not that much difficult. Okay, what are you doing? Kevin asked. Kevin said to me, what are you doing? Okay, I will convert. Kevin asked me what I was doing. Are you doing? I was doing. Present continuous, sorry. Full stop, no question mark. Okay, asked me what, or simply asked because I is coming again. Okay, so Kevin asked what I was doing, or Kevin asked me what I was doing. Okay, so this is how conversion in interrogative sentences. Okay, next, with how, one more question we will see. Manu said, with how, one question let me find. Okay, how much does this dress cost? Okay, Manu said, how much does this dress cost? Answer will be, Manu asked how much that dress cost. Okay, present to past, cost. Okay, so this is the past form. Manu asked how much that dress cost. How much does this dress? This will change to that. How much that dress cost? Okay, so this is how the interrogative sentences, whether it is yes or no, if or whether, will be used, and at the WH question, the same WH word will be used as a conjunction. Okay. Okay, now we will move on to the next kind of sentence, that is imperative sentence. And you know that in imperative sentence, it will be either a request or an order. Okay, and request and order, we know that should be the same feeling you should get in the answer also. So the reporting verb, you have to use it accordingly, the same way as it is given in the question. If it is a request, you can use the reporting verb as requested, and if it is an order, you can use the reporting verb as ordered or commanded. Okay, requested, pleaded, ordered, commanded, in such a way, the reporting verb you can change accordingly. Okay, example, I said to my friend, help me in checking the accounts. I said to my friend. We know that in imperative sentences, there will be subject given. Okay, help me in checking the accounts. So how will you convert this? I said to my friend, I requested, help me. It is a request, okay? So I requested, always past form. I requested my friend, and verb is given. The sentence, most probably the sentence will begin with the verb, and the conjunction that we use here to combine the reporting clause and the code is to infinitive. Okay, so in assertive sentences we have told that it is that, and in interrogative sentences yes or no question, if or whether, WH question the same WH word, and in imperative sentences to infinitive. The verb should be converted to infinitive. Understood? Okay, so I requested my friend to help me. Understood? To help me in checking the accounts. Very simple. Okay, no need of any kind of conjunction, only convert the verb to infinitive. Okay, next one. The father said, do not quarrel. The father said, do not quarrel for silly matters. Okay, father. So normally what is this? Do not quarrel for silly matters. It's an advice by the father to his children. Okay, so the father advised, SCD, verb form. Okay, advised, do not. So how will you do it? Okay, not do. Okay, do quarrel. So to infinitive will be to quarrel, and not, as it is negative one, not to quarrel for silly reasons. And full stop. Okay, next thing is, next example. The doctor said, take the medicines regularly. Okay, and this is an advice from the side of the doctor. The doctor advised to take. Okay, to take the medicine. Verb should be converted to infinitive. To take the medicines regularly. Understood? Okay, and another one. So to imperative sentence is very simple. Just convert the verb to infinitive form. Okay. Yes. John said to his servant. John said to his servant, go out at once. Okay, see from the sentence we can understand that it is not a request, it's an order or a command. Okay, John said to will be converted to ordered his servant go out. So to go out at once. Understood? Next one, she said to me, please give me your book. She said to me, please give me your book. So this please is there, that itself shows this is a request. She requested, said to will be converted to requested. She requested me to give her my book. So persons, you should be very careful. First person to third person, and here second person to first person. Okay, so then only the meaning will be correct. She said to me, please give me your book. She requested me to give her my book. Understood? Okay, so this is how imperative sentences we will convert from direct to indirect speech. And the last one is exclamatory sentences. And in exclamatory sentence, we know that the sentence won't be, the pattern won't be in SVO, and also another thing, which is sudden expression of emotions. Okay, and that sentence also should be converted to a statement. And instead, the conjunction that we use is that. In assertive and exclamatory, we can use that. And not only simply using that is a conjunction, exclaimed with happiness or exclaimed with sorrow. Always use this word while converting. Yeah. So she exclaimed with sorrow that. She exclaimed with happiness that. She exclaimed with joy that. She exclaimed with excitement that. Okay, in such a way, we'll combine. Okay, examiner, she said, alas. She said, alas, the king is dead. Okay, the king is dead. So how will you convert that? She only said will be given, but we know that this is an exclamatory sentence. So she exclaimed with the feeling. Okay, she exclaimed with sorrow that. Always don't forget to use that in exclamatory sentence. See, she exclaimed with sorrow that the king is dead, will change to was dead. Full stop. Okay, so she exclaimed with sorrow that the king was dead. Next one, hooray, we have won the match. The team said, hooray, we have won the match. Okay, the team said, hooray, we have won the match. So this is also exclamatory sentence, and hooray means out of excitement or happiness. Here alas means out of sorrow. Okay, so accordingly we have to use the verb. Okay, reporting verb should be in such a way. The team exclaimed with happiness that they had won the match. Okay, so the team exclaimed with happiness that they had won the match. Okay, one more. Okay, she said, how ugly I look in this dress. I look in this dress. She said, how ugly I look in this dress. So she exclaimed, how ugly. So with sorrow. Okay. She exclaimed with sorrow that she looked. So by present is by past. She looked very ugly. Very ugly in this dress, will change to that dress. Okay, she exclaimed with sorrow that she looked very ugly in that dress. Okay, and one more last question. The young frog said, what a feast that was. The young frog said, what a feast that was. So answer will be the young frog exclaimed with happiness that The feast was wonderful. Or any word, what a feast that was only is given. So you can add up the adjective. Okay, the feast was wonderful. Okay, so this is how we will convert exclamatory sentence from direct to indirect speech. Okay, so always use exclaimed with the emotion and also the conjunction that is needed. Okay, so we have seen almost assertive sentence, the conversion, interrogative sentence, yes or no, and WH questions. Both conversions we have seen, and imperative sentences, we know only verb should be converted to infinitive. That is the conjunction that we use to combine the clause and the quote. Okay, and the last one, exclamatory sentence also, that should be used. First and last one, conjunction is needed, that is needed, and exclaimed with the emotionals. Okay, so this is the end of the lesson, direct and indirect speech. I hope that all the examples that we have discussed in the class and also the explanation that I have given is clear to all of you. If you have any doubt, you can ask me and we'll see in the live class. Okay, so all your doubts will be clear in the live class. Okay, children, so please do all the homeworks in connection with this lesson. We'll discuss all those answers there in class.